All right, gentlemen, let's move straight to our next conversation. In every democracy, political parties hold the sacred right to decide who best represents their ideals during elections. Now, the principle played out in Ekiti State as the All Progressives Congress APC disqualified Kayode Ojo from participating in its coming governorship primary election. According to the party's National Working Committee, Ojo failed to meet the stipulated nomination requirements outlined in both the APC Constitution and the Electoral Act. His disqualification leaves Governor Biodun Oyebanje and Atinuke Omolayo as aspirants cleared to contest in the October 27 primary election. I mean, since this story broke, there's been also a ton of comments. But first of all, I want to know what specific provision of the APC Constitution and the Electoral Act did Kayode Ojo allegedly fail to satisfy?
Okay, that's a very good one. I think it's basically the APC rules that he couldn't make, which is that you must be nominated by 5 people in each local government. Remember the screening committee had initially, given him provisional clearance until it was referred to the national
NWC.
Yes, NWC. However, the Electoral Act says
Section 84.
Section 84, subsection 3 says that other than the conditions spelled out in the law, a party does not have the right to impose extra laws. Now, this can be tested in the court because I know that courts are usually very, very slow to change the decisions of party. Now, there are two points that Kayode Ojo can bring up. Number one, that the Electoral Act does not. You can say that singular reason for which he was disqualified is contradictory to the Electoral Act. Another thing he can say is that, look, it should have gone to the Appeals Committee, not the National Working Committee. Now, usually what the law says is that the court cannot interfere in the internal affairs of a political party. Ruling. Yes, if they have not contradicted the provisions of the law. If they are, there's a clause. There's a clause to it. If Kayode Ojo can prove that there has been an infringement, constitutional infringement, or infringement of the Electoral Act, well, it's likely to. This is what I know about the law. I don't know what arguments the APC would bring or to counter. Would bring. So those are his best. I think probably his best arguments that he can make against this disqualification. I mean,
Tony, does failure to meet nomination requirements justify, a total exclusion? From the primaries.
You see, we know how politics. I hate using political jargon to solve political issues. It's clear. The present governor is from the same political party with Kayode Ojo, right? So, of course, he wants to go for second term. The party will not want somebody to continue to truncate it. Everybody wants, all governors I know in Nigeria wants to go for second term. So the party definitely has to come into play here. So what they did, you can use the law, you can say, but I know it's still political. What I expect Kayode Ojo to do at this point, if it's popular, if he believes it's popular in Ekiti State, I think he still has enough time to go into another, use another political platform to propagate this.
But would that not affect the APC's chances? Because he has supporters.
He has supporters, but if he feels he has been disenfranchised by the party, he has been denied his right to contest. I think the law does not stop him from doing that. He can seek another political platform to further his cause. That's the problem I have with political parties in Nigeria. I would have expected a situation where they allow him to go into the primaries. They can do it systematically, clinically done, and at the end of the day, the governor says, and I don't see him defeating the governor at the primaries. Why don't you just wait? Allow him to go. It's this issue of quoting laws. I know. We're not new in Nigeria anymore. We know how the state works. The governor is seeking for second term, and somebody wants to say, no, I want to run, and he has the popularity. I'm not saying the governor is not doing well, but this guy has the people around him too. I'm not saying the governor doesn't have, you know, because a section of Ekiti will tell you that the governor is doing absolutely well. While some will tell you, you know, it's time for him to go because they are not feeling his impact. So let's queue behind this guy. So if he has the capacity, he can still go to another political party and seek relief and see if he can do it. If he's popular, definitely people will vote. I believe in people's vote and voices. If he is capable enough, let other political party adopt him and let him try. For me, I think it's a mistake from the party. Just allow them, let him go into the primary and test his strength. Do you agree with him?
Well, if it's about, I would have loved a situation where he would be allowed, you know, to actually contest, to test his popularity. We know that he has been his voice has been very loud against the current governor, incumbent governor, yeah. Of course, I do not expect less from somebody who wants to take the job of the man. So I think for me, it's interesting it is tested in the courts, you know, because of the two issues.
You just talked about the slow, you know, the judicial process in Nigeria.
So yes, it is slow. We've seen a situation where somebody, you know, it happened in the case of Rivers, where Rotimi Amechi later became the beneficiary of the victory. So anything can happen in the court, depending on what you bring to the court. And I feel that all those arguments and the verdict of the court serve to enrich our knowledge about what goes on. However, you know, it's up to him, because if he does not want to waste his time, if he feels time is going, he can decide to join another political party. But, you know, we also know that defeating the incumbent is very, very difficult. So it's up to him. But currently, I think he's planning to approach the court. So we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes.
Okay, you talked about the party may or may not have made an error here. But do you think the disqualification could affect the APC unity as they go into this election?
No, I don't think so.
Because many of the members, many of the supporters of Kayode Ojo will definitely frown.
There are chances, though. So, but another way I would look at it is it depends on how the governor handles the situation. I've seen the governor. I've heard him in most cases, you know, angrily, you know, throwing tantrums against his opponents. I don't think that's what we need at this point in time, because the law does not stop these people from contesting against you. Let's be realistic. Truly, we belong to the same political party. And the law doesn't say, I'm yet to see, you know, that part of where you're allowed to run for 8 years straight. So expect competitors. If you do well within 4 years, you don't need to entertain any fear.
Do you think the governor is scared of
this kind of... He's scared, you know, he's scared.
You think the governor is scared?
Yeah, he's scared, he's scared. This is my opinion, I've heard him. He's scared. You don't need to panic over these things. If you do well, you can go to bed on election day because your work will speak for you. That's what you're saying. Otherwise, why would they disqualify him? Let's be realistic here. Why would they disqualify him? I have the right to run against you if you're my governor. We belong to the same party. Why would I wait for it for 8 years? If I feel you're not doing well and I have the capacity to turn things around, I can run against you. Why would that party come in and disqualify me?
Okay.
Citing all excuses. It doesn't make sense, and they tell us to go to court. I have every capacity to run against you if I feel you are not doing well, and the party should, all the party needs just give us a level playing field, and let's go contest it.
Okay, let's look at the merit and demerit of the allegations. Has Kayode Ojo, has he breached the rule of the party in any way to warrant the disqualification?
Well, according to the NWC, you know, there were petitions against him. You remember that there was a screening committee that gave him that provisional that cleared him, provisional clearance. So there were petitions, all right? And the NWC said, look, based on this. However, it's going to the appeals committee.
Okay.
Okay, so I think let's hear what the appeals committee will say. But another thing I don't want to rule out is no matter what happens, you know, Tony said something that he should governor is scared of him. I don't know about that. But I think that he's a political heavyweight, yeah. I think that we cannot rule out the possibility of coming to a resolution, you know, even if he's aggrieved and all of that. The governor can talk to him, stakeholders can come together and pacify him. And then you can come. You can't do that. No, you can't do. I think it's better because I think in the end, let us not preempt what is going to happen. You know, appeals committee might decide to let him run. Okay, so we'll wait till then. But what I think should happen in the best interest of the APC in that state, I think that they should find a way of resolving it. You know, you should find a way. You can't just look down that man and say, look, he's a featherweight. He has no. Let him go. Let him do whatever he wants to do. You know, let him just. If he likes, let him go out of the party. If he likes, let him get aggrieved and all of that. You can't do that. Because they would need his support, even if in the end he doesn't win. But I would have loved a situation where all of them
level playing field.
The other woman is not complaining. It's not allowing me. In her own case, they said she had not contributed financially up to date. You know, she had not up to date financial commitment to the party. But I don't think she's fuming. But it's Kayode Ojo who is popular, and I think that is his second shot. You know, he also tried. Do
you think all the candidates were given a level playing field, you know, during the screening process?
Well, only one person is complaining. 2 people were disqualified. You know, only one person is complaining. The other person, I don't think she said that she's aggrieved and all of that. So let's wait and see how it goes. I do not think that I can't really say that they were not given a level playing field. The only person that seems very disgruntled right now is Kayode Ojo. And he feels that it was orchestrated. It was maliciously orchestrated against him. So we'll see how it goes.
I think that's what happened. You know, I'm even surprised that in Ekiti, somebody from the same party is challenging on the incumbent. It's very rare news across the state. You know, because you hear what you normally hear is that nobody can challenge the governor.
The consensus.
I hardly hear, yes, the consensus candidate. So this is the first time I'm hearing that somebody from the same party is challenging the incumbent. I know it's going to go this way.
Do you think this decision could trigger some sort of internal division within the party in Ekiti State?
It won't trigger any. I don't think the party is. They know what they're doing, and they are capable of solving it. The highest Kayode can do at this point, if he appeals it, and it doesn't come, it doesn't favor him, is to move to another platform. But I don't think it will affect the party victory. If the governor is doing well, they will come out victorious in that election. There's no two way about it. If Kayode goes to another party, I mean, I don't know, but he may challenge him at the poll.
But what will you advise him?
At this point,
to do?
At this point, I would advise
stay in the party and support
if it's me,
whoever the party brings.
If he's a loyal party man, so stay in the party.
Stay in the party
and support the party. And I'm sure he will definitely be compensated at the end of the day. But if he feels disgruntled and doesn't want to go the way of the party, he can jump off the train and seek, go to another party and test his strength. It's as simple. He has the, it's within his right to do so. If you feel the party has cheated you, then move on. What if you feel, if you're a loyal party man, just simple, you don't need to fight it, because he will fight it to a stage. And at a point, the party may not forgive him anymore. Yeah, no matter what. So at this point, you need to take a decision. Do I continue to appeal it, or just step out and completely go test my
What will you advise him in just 30 seconds?
I think he should just see his appeal through. Going to the appeals committee. Okay? So let's see how it goes. That's what I would advise him to do now. I mean, the idea of leaving the party, at this stage, he can't say he wants to leave the party. Let him exhaust all the options that he has to resolve the issue within the party first.
Before making a decision.
Yeah, it would be too hasty for him to do.
All right, beautiful one, gentlemen. We need to